It's the Wilk Report. I'm Michael Wilk, coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio, with some really good news, depending on your point of view. It took a long time for it to happen, but it seems that Steven Spielberg and Amblin Entertainment have finally cut ties with CBS over Michael Weatherly's Bull. Yes. According to Deadline.com, as of May 9th, in an article by Nellie Andriva, Steven Spielberg and Amblin TV pull out of CBS drama over Michael Weatherly's harassment controversy. Exclusive. Steven Spielberg's Amblin Television is walking away from CBS popular legal drama Bull in the wake of the sexual harassment allegations against star Michael Weatherly. A representative for Amblin confirmed to Deadline that Steven Spielberg, Amblin Television, I cannot talk today, Daryl Frank and Justin Falvey are no longer attached to Bull, declining further comment. Spielberg and Amblin TV co-heads Frank and Falvey served as executive producers on Bull for its first 3 seasons. The procedural drama was just renewed by CBS for a 4th season. Bull, which has been a solid ratings performer for CBS, was never in doubt for renewal, though the show became a center of controversy earlier this season over sexual harassment allegations against Weatherly by then co-star Eliza Dushku, which resulted in a $9.5 million settlement between the actress and CBS. Spielberg and his wife, Kate Capshaw, have been major supporters of the Time's Up movement from the start, and I hear Spielberg, who had met with Dushku, didn't want to be associated with the series any longer. That is a bold move, since a long-running CBS procedural is considered one of the most lucrative propositions in the television business, often associated with a financial windfall for producers. So, this is a pretty major development here, because what Spielberg is doing is he's walking away from a ton of money over this. He believes that strongly in Eliza Dushku, who was subjected to sexual harassment and who last year, I believe, came forward saying that she had been molested by the stunt coordinator on True Lies, where she played Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. So, I applaud Spielberg for finally doing what was right. I mean, this stuff has been going on for a while now, so I don't know what actually took him so long. But, better late than never. But let me go ahead and quote some more from the article here, just so you get an idea. I actually spent the morning with the 3 heads of the Time's Up organization and Mr. Steven Spielberg, Dushku said in a March interview with Deadline. We sat and brainstormed and discussed possible solutions for the systemic imbalance of power, the abuse and harassment that we've been seeing and hearing and experiencing, and both in our industry and beyond. The Bull controversy erupted in December when it was revealed that former cast member Dushku had reached a $9.5 million settlement with CBS, then overseen by Les Moonves, over claims she was sexually harassed by Weatherly during her time on the show. Dushku detailed her allegations in a stinging Boston Globe op-ed, including what she described as the toxic atmosphere on the CBS procedural and lewd comments that Weatherly allegedly made toward her that led her to filing a formal complaint. She was let go from the show shortly thereafter. Weatherly denied having been part of Dushku's firing, but admitted that he engaged in behavior that was, quote, both not funny and not appropriate, end quote, saying he was sorry and that he regretted the pain he had caused the actress. Amblin Television is not in the deficit financing business, with its executives largely working for producing fees, so the exit from Bull is significant. Still, as any production company, Amblin is also believed to have a piece of the series' valuable back end. So, this is pretty significant because, like I quoted from the article, Spielberg is walking away from a ton of money here on a show that has just been renewed for a 4th season. And frankly, I don't know why it's even still on the air after all this, but this is part of the yeah, this is a part of the toxic culture over at CBS. No thanks to Les Moonves, who was a serial sexual harasser and serial rapist, basically, because he did actually sexually assault women during his tenure and basically during his career. So, I mean, yeah, he's gone from CBS finally, thank God. But unfortunately, the toxic culture that he created at the network is still there, and it's actually good to see major players like Amblin Entertainment cut ties with this show because Steven Spielberg is not the sort of person who wants his name associated with this stuff, and he shouldn't be associated with it. No one should be associated with all this. What they should be doing from the beginning is saying, look, you guys are done, all right? I mean, if anything, I would hope that this leads to, a strengthened case for Viacom taking over CBS and cleaning house. Because, you've got this culture at CBS where males feel emboldened to treat women like, basically like glorified whores. And, even though you've got shows like The Twilight Zone, which just had an episode about the way that men treat women. I mean, it was heavy-handed. It was, and it, as I said in my last video, it clubbed you over the head with its message. But it's still a message that needs to be heard by a wider audience, not just behind a paywall. And this news article is, pretty much further cementing the idea that CBS is really being hypocritical here, because at the same time, you've got shows like The Twilight Zone stressing the importance of the Me Too movement and why we need to be talking about the way women are treated in society and in the workplace. On the other side of the coin, you've got shows like Bull, where a culture of sexual harassment is allowed to flourish, almost without any consequences. Well, now we're starting to see some consequences finally. So, yeah, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Yeah. Do you disagree? I can't talk today. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like what you've heard and you want to hear more, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload new content. And if you want to help support the channel, keep the lights on, help us bring you more content, head over to our Patreon or Subscribe Star page. We can't do this without you. Until next time, when I bring my review of Cobra Kai Season 2, Episodes 3 and 4. This is Michael Wilk for the Wilk Report, saying, take care, good night, I'm out, and I'm going to go see if I can get something to drink because my tongue is completely tied. Good night.